three. So it's about 5 minutes of Verler. I was getting a tremor 20 minutes ago, maybe. I just clicked off at the last section and did a bit of a review, and a second trash truck came around the shoe. That's what it was. He was recycling, and it was garbage. The two separate trucks for the two separate bins. And anyway, it zipped around from Woodland to Terrace there, and it was loud, and it's like all of a sudden I started getting the shakes, and so I'd really like to, clean up, shave, shower, put some gel in my hair, get some eye drops gone, brush my teeth, all sorts of things. But it's 5 minutes of Verler, and if the Verler don't calm down the tremors, man, I'm not really sure what to do. I know if they last for 3 days, I mean, there's always the mescaline cactus, only way to fly. If I want to get in a car crash on my way home from the Rob Zombie concert, I guess. Um, oh yeah, yeah. So I've got some CBDs here. I got the CBD hemp, and it's supposed to. It's an anticonvulsant, like to the extent where it'll stop epileptic seizures, but at the same time, it steadies the nerves. The tobacco wasn't doing it. I can't drink my whiskey and have, not that I'm an alcoholic, but it steadies the nerves, and have the script in the same hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and puff one of these, and then see if I get that script going and with like in 3 minutes or so. I'm sure you're tired of the footage down there, so I'm gonna sit you up on the bar and sit. See if we can slide down like this, just so it's held on that rail. That's it. And then I can stand back next to the roof instead of like on top of the rail. Yeah, I got a what, 10 or 15? No, I think I've got seven days of Burlers, 3 milligram left. I gotta finish out this month, and then I'll be on 1 milligram Burlers for 30 days, and then I'm looking forward to the 3 months of cold sweat. No pill at all. It'll be in my system running out. You know, back from 4.5s, I'll hit 30 milligram. 3 months 4.5s, 3 months threes, and 3 months 1 milligram, all in my system at the same time. Um, After I finish the 1 milligram, so let's see, each dose stays in your system for 3 months. So for now, I still have 6 milligrams running through me, 4.5s and threes. Uh, so it's like I'm not on maximum strength anymore, because it was 3 months of six in my system before. For like a year, it was like that. I had 3 months of six in me. Um, but that was nothing compared to a 12 milligram risperidone every 12 hours and 30 milligrams injected once a week. That stuff's not to keep me awake. It's not to keep the dream state awake. It's not to stop me from hallucinating. It's not for any of it. Like it was short term answers, which are wrong and lies. Is he had too much acid in his youth. Between the ages of 16 and 18, he ate 100 hits, and we don't want him to catch schizophrenia, so we're gonna overload him with antipsychotics. We don't want him to permatrip. We don't want him to be high for forever. So we're gonna try and reverse all this LSD between the ages of 16 and 18 with between the ages of 18 and 30 maximum strength antipsychotic sedative. It's a crock. It don't work like that. No. What it would work is if I got a head injury similar to Ron from Chicago PD. Yeah, an overactive childhood? No. Don't give me that look. Yeah. Too much sugar in his youth? No. Hell, even too much LSD 25 in his youth? No. No. Doesn't work. If you're high from the junk, they give you a Seroquel for 3 days, and then you're better, or up to 6 weeks. You get something similar, but it'd be for 6 weeks, and then you get a 3 month break. And you eat it for 6 weeks, and you get a 3 month break. And every time you finish your 6-week increment dose from a 1s to a 6 and down to a 1 again within 6 weeks, you get a 3-month break to let all the junk run out your system. Unless I was a serial murderer that had never been even charged or have any pending charges even said, there's absolutely no reason for any of this. If I was a medical test, yeah, sure. If I got, someone robbed me in New York, I got some kind of trauma, whether it be blunt or a projectile or, a shiv or anything like that, that turned off a piece of my brain and I wanted to get it started again by working receptors that were close to it, I can understand. But as far as mental illness like autism, bipolar, schizophrenia, Down syndrome, anything like that, I had, and I didn't even test for an early onset positive. You know, there's I don't have any documentation, so I don't have, and every time I ask, it says, oh, you had too much acid that one time when you were 17, 18, 16, something like that. Doesn't matter. Just eat your pill until you're told. So I found it the most rude, intrusive, disgusting, inappropriate experience of my entire life, and it's been 11 years old. So there's that, and then there's the radio show, and the next segment will be with the first 15-minute onset of Further Through Omicron. Hopefully it's not one pill on the line. We don't smoke marijuana on from Portugal. One toke over the line, sweet Jesus, sweet, sweet man, sweet. Throw the grapefruit at the climax, yeah, like of the onset of the 3 milligram per hour, yeah. It sounds lame, but when you had 4,100 days worth of at least one pill ingestion every 24 hours for reasons unknown, I don't have the privilege. I'm not privy to the security clearance needed to have tangible documentation, and they just make something up and says, oh well, acid, schizophrenia, drugs, and shit like that, which I was never really into. And you know what? If they want to go ahead and throw away all of my civil service records, ages 8 to 18 in Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts, as a medic, as a firefighter, as a police, as a junior Coast Guard, as a junior Navy, as a, accepted to the Army Rangers and more. You throw away all the incidents that I've been in through the early 2000s in New London near the nuclear submarine base. You want to throw away all of everything and says nothing bad ever happened and nothing bad ever will as long as you eat your pill and do as you're told. That's what I've been dealt with. Okay, and I've dealt with it long enough. I'm gonna have my smoke. I'm gonna move on. What really sucks too is every time I have a negative side effect, and I try and call my prescriber, she says, "Oh well, it's probably just the stomach ache. Make sure you get high. I'm frothing from the mouth, having grand mal seizure every 20 minutes." She's like, "Oh well, that's never happened before." I'm like, "It's happened 1,000 times over this past 4,000 days." Oh well, you're probably just dehydrated, and if it lasts, in 2 or 3 days, give me a call if you're still seeing the same symptoms. It's probably nothing. So I'm like, I haven't felt my heart beat in like 6 hours, and now every time it beats, I feel like I'm gonna keel over and crap my pants, etc. and things like that. So, and more complaints that aren't really necessary, but. The people in the old neighborhood over at Scarlett's this past decade, besides years 2006 to 2008 and a half, those are the heydays of Scarlett's radio show, yeah. Oh, they heard it before. They heard it 1,000 times. It's heard me kicking and screaming about the pill 4,000 times already, What do we got? 9:30, 9:25. We'll call it about 9:25. So. 2, 2, 2, 2, 1.